we're now going to use the very clever vintage Venetian card shape. So this is where you can create your own card shapes. This is going to give you dozens and dozens of different card shapes. So if you saw the shows, you'll have seen all of the different card shapes we could do. So how it starts is you have your frame with all your links in either side, and then you have all your different shapes. So you've got your circles, they come in 2 semicircles, you've got score lines, you've got perforations if you want to do anniversary, gift card, RSPV cards and everything like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go to number 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm going to pop my score line in. And then at number 4 more, I'm going to put my semicircle in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to put my semicircle in. There we go. Now, I could have put those in any combination. I could have put in the second, let me see if I've got it here. I could put the second semicircle in. I'd have to move it up a little bit. So we could get them all in. You know, you can create so many different looks. So that would give me a swing card if I used the both of them. But it's entirely up to you. So once we've got that there, I've got my piece of card. Now, my piece of card is, I think it was 26 by 17, if I remember rightly. I haven't got it written down anymore, but I'm sure that was what it was when I was cutting these for the show. So I'm just going to tape that in that corner, tape that in that corner so it stays in the frame, and then I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. So remember, whichever combination, whichever variation you put the shapes in, and don't forget you've also got the mats and layers, you've also got all the sentiments. It's a really, really useful card shape collection. So that's going to go through there, and then we should be able to see our card shape. So it's going to score, it's going to cut where it needs to. It's really, really clever. So let's just lift that tape off. There we go, 1 and 2. So this is clever, you see. So it's cut my semicircle. It's even put the score lines down the bottom, and I've used my score line to go across there. So that's going to go, let's just fold it on the score line. I usually go backwards and forwards on my score line. Let's see if I can find my score tool, and then we can score down there. And then again, oops, with that one on there, there we go. So what we've got now is you can have it as a card shape. You could have it, let's see if we did it that way. You've got your card shape with it at the top, with it at the bottom. You could potentially do, if I turn that one that way round, I've got an easel. Can you see on there? You've got your easel card shape. It's really, really useful card to have. So once we've done that, I've got all of my mats and layers here to do. Now, I showed you on the last video how to cut out the charisma. So make sure you look at that if that's what you want to have a look at. And then we can do this. So this is going to be a shaped card, just like that. So we're going to have it shaped just over there. So let's cut it out, put on our backing papers. Actually, I think I want, let's see if I can get it to go that way. I prefer it that way with the shorter bit at the top. There, that's definitely the way I prefer. Just meant folding it back the other way. So I'm just going to glue on the panel for the inside. Now remember, because this is a shaped card at the front, you need to decorate what is effectively the inside of your card. So this is just cardstock from our paper pack. So I've done my first matte layer, and then I've done my second matte layer. There we go. And again, a little bit of glue. Now, I've done this with decorative bit going round the corner. So I want that on the far corner so that it will show round the edge of my shaped card. So look, when I come round here, I'm still seeing that decorative element. And then I've also got it on the panel that's going to go down the side. So we can pop that just down there. Just come back in the mat so you can see it all. And that's going to go just there. And this decorative panel. You'll get all of this easily from one sheet of card. So that's quite nice. and that's going to go there. And once we've done that, we're going to take our mats and layers. So these were just mats and layers out of the die set. So you see, I've used the thinnest foam tape I could find. It's only probably about 1 millimetre deep. I didn't want to really raise it up, but I just wanted to give a little bit of dimension. So that pops across there, and then finally the matte layer to go on there, and that's going to go just there. Perfect. Now what I've also done is I've got my cut work flourish. I love this die, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So this die will cut into your cardstock, so you've got two effectively foundation dies. So if you use the first one, it'll give you a topper, and then the second one is going to give you your foundation layer. So what I've done is I've done white on white because I just want to give that lovely detailed look. So a little bit of glue all over the back. So cut work lace is all about where they take a piece of fabric and they cut out all of the elements, and then they join those elements together with your embroidery. So it's just another way to create your lace. So, and I believe it's all done with needles, not bobbins, like, because I'm used to Nottingham lace, because that's obviously where I'm from, and it's not done with the bobbins like the Nottingham lace, it's done with needles. So it's a very different way to make your lace. Now don't worry about that little bit of glue, it's white on white, it's going to disappear. So then I can then pop that across there. So I'm just getting a little hint of that coming through. It's all about just adding in extra detail. So I've then put my my 2mm foam tape in. So you'll see when we're making cards, we go through so many adhesives. So I've done 1mm tape, 2mm tape, wet glue. I could have done finger lift tape as well for now. So that's going to go on there just to decorate the inside. And I've also got my sentiment, and I'm going to pop my sentiment on. So I'm putting that over to the right hand edge of my circle. And doesn't everything look, I'm just going to move my hands away. Doesn't everything look lovely? Because we've got white, the coffee colour, and then that paper. That's the only colourways we've used so far. So I just think that looks really, really pretty. So I have also got, this one is, get it the right way around, this is the Pearl Sprig. And I'm going to pop one on there. And I'm going to pop, oops, one down there. Again, I've done them in white now. That's not going to work, is it? I need that to come up. So I'm going to cut the stalk off this one there. And then I'm going to pop this on with my wet glue. I'm going to start using my Pinflair 3D glue in a minute, but we're just going to go with our wet glue just for 1 minute to get this layer on. And that's going to go just there. It's all about adding texture and detail, so you know, really bring it to life. So we can pop that on there. A little bit of wet glue on here. I'm trying not to glue every single element down because I would like a little bit of movement, and that's going to go there. Don't worry about that little bit of stalk, we're not going to see it. So again, still looking lovely. And then I'm just going to get some of my charisma. So I just want to add a little bit of shaping to these. So just get all the little bits that you've got. Let's just add a bit of shape to these flowers. Turn those round. And there, press in there, and also the leaves. Now what I've purposely done is I've got different elements so that we can then mix and match them. We're going to get different colourways, different designs, and it's all going to work really well. There we go. Can you see we've not used the flower on that side where you would normally have one, so you don't need to use them all. And then the final one goes on there. Just a rough bit of shaping, just to add in that detail. Right, and then I'm going to bring my card back and I'm going to pop these on here. So if you want to, what I might actually do is trim that, and then I'm also going to trim that one off. So glue gel, and I'm going to pop a little bit of glue gel down here, and I'm just going to build up my gorgeous arrangement. Again, tiniest little bit of glue gel, and I've got another one just here, and again I think I'm going to trim this one down, and I'm going to pop this here, making sure I don't cover up my sentiment. Little bit of glue gel, and you'll see with what I'm going to do with all those flowers that I've trimmed off in a minute. So we can just pop that one there. Right, let's get this one. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to trim it just there to give me this one. There. And pop that. Oh, want that to go there. Don't want to see any ends. Tuck those under. Last one that I've got here. Now you can put as much glue, many of these on as you want, or as few. So we'll put that on there, and then all the little flowers that I've trimmed off, I'm going to pop and cover those joins. So let's just get that one. I need my tweezers because I'm getting a lot of glue on my hands here. And pop that in just there like that. So how about that? So we've used our card shape, we've used our floral compositions, we've used our cut work flourish, and also our pearl sprig, and they all just come together. We have created so many individual items just there.